In the cool late afternoon of Autumn Hills, a wealthy lawyer named Adrian Cole walked alone through the old town streets. He could have taken his car as usual, but this evening he chose the calm stone path. He liked seeing ordinary life, people talking, children laughing, vendors calling customers. It felt real, unlike the polished rooms and serious faces he saw every day. From a small corner stall, the warm smell of roasted corn floated in the air. A baker nearby opened his oven, letting out a soft cloud of sweet bread scent. Adrian walked slowly, hands in his coat, enjoying the moment. Then suddenly, a sharp tug at his coat. He turned fast. A thin girl stood there, holding his leather wallet with shaking fingers. Her clothes were old and dusty, her bare feet dirty from the cold street. But her eyes, steady, sharp and brave, stared right back at him. "Give it back," Adrian said softly. There was no anger in his voice, only surprise. The girl swallowed and slowly returned the wallet. Her hand trembled, yet her eyes never left his. She looked like someone ready to run or fight if needed. "Are you hungry?" Adrian asked gently. The girl frowned, confused. "Why?" "Come with me," he said. "We will talk after you eat." She hesitated. Fear pulled her back, hunger pulled her forward. Finally, hunger won. They walked together into the evening, a rich lawyer and a small street girl, a moment fate had quietly prepared. The girl followed Adrian down a quiet lane. Lanterns glowed softly along stone fences. She walked silently, but her stomach growled again. "What is your name?" Adrian asked without turning. "Mira," she muttered. Her voice was small, like someone used to speaking only when necessary. "Mira what?" he asked kindly. "Just Mira," she whispered, as if the rest of her name had never mattered to anyone. Soon they reached a tall iron gate covered in climbing vines. Beyond it stood a large stone house, windows glowing warm like candlelight in winter. Mira stopped, afraid. "You live here?" she asked, almost in disbelief. "Yes," Adrian replied softly. "And tonight you do too." He opened the gate. Mira took a shaky breath and stepped inside. The air changed, cleaner, calm, like the world outside was far away. Inside, she sat nervously on a soft chair. Adrian went to the kitchen and returned with soup, bread, and warm milk. Mira ate slowly at first, then faster, like someone who didn't know when food would come again. When she finished eating, Mira wiped her mouth with the back of her hand, unsure of etiquette. Adrian noticed and gently passed her a napkin. She hesitated, then took it. "You can rest here tonight," he said. "There's a guest room upstairs." Her brows pulled together. "I don't steal twice," she muttered firmly, as if protecting her dignity. Adrian's lips lifted slightly. "Good. Then we understand each other." Upstairs, the guest room smelled like fresh sheets and warm sunlight. The soft bed looked untouched, like it was waiting just for her. Mira touched the edge of the pillow gently, almost afraid. "Why are you helping me?" she asked suddenly. Adrian paused at the door. "Because someone should have helped you a long time ago." He left quietly. But sleep refused to come to Mira. Every sound felt like danger, every shadow like a memory. Past midnight, curiosity pushed her into the hallway. She followed a quiet hum of breathing and found an elderly woman resting in a large bed, silver hair spread like soft threads on white pillows. "Who's there?" the woman asked calmly. I'm Mira," she whispered nervously. "Adrian, he brought me here." The old woman studied her with sharp but gentle eyes. Adrian always had a strange heart. Kind in ways this house never taught him to be. She motioned weakly to a jug on the table. "Water, please." Mira stepped forward and poured water into a glass. Her hands did not shake this time. "You're polite for someone who steals," the woman said, a hint of humor in her voice. Mira gave a small smile. "I wasn't good at it." The woman chuckled softly. "Then perhaps you'll be good at something better." Morning sunlight woke Adrian. In the kitchen, he found Mira already awake, quietly placing plates on the table. "You're up early," he said in surprise. I heard the old lady coughing, Mira replied shyly. I made her tea. She liked it. Mrs. Hale, the housekeeper, entered with sharp footsteps. Her eyes fell on Mira at the table. Who is this child? She demanded. She's staying here, Adrian replied calmly. For now. Mrs. Hale frowned. Strangers bring trouble. Adrian's voice grew firm. She stays. But even he noticed how Mira moved around the house like she belonged, sweeping fallen petals, helping arrange books, humming as she worked. Later, Adrian found his mother in the rose garden, smiling, truly smiling for the first time in months. Mira sat beside her, listening to stories of the old estate. These roses were planted when Adrian was born, his mother said. They smell like sunlight, Mira whispered, eyes closed. That night, Adrian found her in the library, fingertips tracing the books. Do you read? He asked. Mira jumped a little. Not really, she admitted. I just like how they feel, like they hold secrets. Adrian smiled. These belonged to my father. He kept many secrets. Mira's eyes shifted to a red ledger on the lower shelf. She froze, her face changed like a memory stirred. She quickly looked away. Have you been here before? Adrian asked softly. No, she answered too fast. That night, Mrs. Hale knocked on Adrian's door. Sir, the girl. She knows things she shouldn't. Adrian sighed. You think she's dangerous. I think she belongs here more than you know, Mrs. Hale whispered. A storm of questions filled Adrian's mind, but morning brought answers neither of them expected. The truth was coming like sunrise through a locked window, and once it arrived, nothing in the house would ever be the same.